Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where we're going to be checking out the brand new video that just dropped a few seconds ago for Band-Maid's Dragon Cries. Now this is a song that if you've been checking out before, you'll have seen that I did this as part of the track-by-track review of the entire Conqueror album when it came out not so long ago. And I was hoping when they said there was going to be a new video, I've got to admit, I'm still hoping there'll be one for Page. I think Page is just like a natural single. I think it's fantastic. But this was the one that I think a lot of people suspected they were going to drop. And I'm really interested to see which direction they go in this. The thumbnails looked a bit dark as well, which kind of suggested it was probably going to be this one. Now, if you did watch my track by track, you probably remember that I said that this song was a bit of a divisive one for me, as well as other people, maybe for slightly different reasons, but I loved the production. I thought that despite all that they said about having guest producers and potential influences, the truth is the production was great. It was a hard-hitting song, but I felt that the compression destroyed all the life of the song. Now, this is a single version with a video, therefore I'm kind of, this is like I was saying before, when it's on the album, compression bothers me, but when it's kind of as a single, that's where you expect the over-compressed thing to be, because, people, when they watch the video and they listen to the single, it's kind of less likely to be in a, hey, let's do a really delicate listen through sort of way. It's more likely to be a, let's just throw it on in the background or have it on the TV at a party sort of thing. So, I'm willing to look past the compression here. What I'm really looking for is to see, does the video bring the most out of the song? I really want to see, has it got the life of the song? Does this really help to, if you like, add some of the life back in that maybe the compression took away, or maybe they've heard the people's comments and they've lowered the compression? We'll see. If it's noticeable, I'll definitely tell you. Anyway, enough of me waffling. It's just dropped and I can't wait to see it. So this is a new video for Dragon Cries by Band-Maid. Let's give it a go. Wrong headphones. That opening line always makes me think of Tenacious D. Okay, so they're going for a sort of a pseudo-political approach, or at least about the state of the world. It is interesting though, it's not kind of how I saw this. They didn't write the lyrics though, did they? Or they co-wrote them. Vibes of What I've Done by Linkin Park there. I love how they're accenting showing Miku doing the backing vocals. Even in the simple songs, they got to have those moments where you just kind of see the quality difference between them and their peers. This song's a real grower. The more you hear it, you can't help but just find it really enjoyable. It has a lot of impact. Like I say, killed by the compression, but still, loads of impact. Alrighty, 15 seconds left. I'm guessing we're going for logos. No, we're going for snakes. Okay, Revolver Records. That's the first time I've actually seen Revolver Records logo at the end, and I know they're dealing with a lot of the international distribution, so I'm hoping this isn't suddenly the first Band-Maid video that gets blocked. Anyway, so what can we say about this one? Well, first of all, just point out that this makes me glad for the fact that I'm seeing them tomorrow live in Tokyo, which I will be reporting on for you guys, although obviously you can't record inside the venue, and I would really love to show you the difference between how this sounds live, I'm sure they're going to play it, and how it sounds in this recording. Basically speaking, this reminds me of how much I do like the core value of how this song's written. It's got a great sort of energy. It's got a good tappy vibe. The bridge has kind of got that sort of crazy messiness, but it's messy and a real sort of it's got a real breakdown vibe to it. I love how everything sort of breaks away, but it's beautifully played. There's some real sort of virtuoseness to it, but it never gets sort of overly self-indulgent. It all feels like the song's rearranging and reorganizing for the final crescendo. However, yeah, the compression issues are still there. It still sounds completely flat, which ruins the chorus. Well, the verse gets ruined a bit, but the verse is kind of stabby, so even with a lot of compression, it still works. But like I say, the chorus is kind of ruined for me, but I'm not going to go around that again. I'm going to approach the video. First of all, just talking about the whole thing, we got the clips of, world issues. It kind of did have, I should point out before I say this, whenever I say these things, it always sounds like I'm being something that I'm not, but effectively I'm pretty liberal in most of my views. But sometimes you see these videos and they do come across a little bit like generically enraged. It's like, here are some bad things that we are going to show you. Isn't the world bad? Here is a child crying. Here are some actors who are being angry about things. It kind of had a bit of a sort of generically aren't we enraged sort of vibe, which to me felt more convincing. Like I say, I was given the example of things like What I've Done by Linkin Park. In that, it felt more convincing because it felt more like that's what the song was about. This one kind of, the whole, maybe the lyrics do. And again, I know a lot of people have written about who was responsible for the lyrics. And I know there's also a lot of conspiracies, which I'm not going to get into. I'm not going to entertain that kind of thing. But the truth is that whoever wrote the lyrics, the song itself doesn't feel like it's particularly enraged. It feels more like it sort of it feels more like it's got a sort of comfortable rock vibe. Yeah, maybe it sounds a little bit like it's rallying people, but it doesn't sound like it's necessarily got a sense of social injustice to it, which maybe the video is trying to impart a little bit more. So, I don't know, nice to have a positive message, nice to have those liberal messages, but I don't know if necessarily the video covered it. The thing which for me was interesting though, it was really beautifully filmed. The stuff that they actually filmed themselves, like the lighting and everything was really well done. I was worried when we saw the initial thumbnail that it was going to be one of those videos where, like with Rene, it was so fuzzy that I know the reason they did that. A lot of people told me in the comments the reason they did it that way, but still, it was hard to watch and so it lost its entertainment value. I was worried that this was going to be too dark to watch when I saw that initial thumbnail, but it was really beautifully lit, really beautifully filmed. It worked really well on that level. The problem for me is that when you've got a song like this, which is so energetic and it's like it's a real head bobber, I'm sure tomorrow that this is going to be the one where I start getting neck problems. When you've got that, and the song's already losing a bit of life from the compression, do not have the band sitting down. No, what this needed, get the furniture out the way, do it more like, to be honest, I know most of their videos have a similar sort of style to the way they're set up, but do it like that, get them all on their feet and make them bounce up and down so much that they inject the energy, the power, the mood back into it. And especially when you've got a band like this who are so full of life anyway. You see any clips of them live, just see any clips of them doing anything, and you get the idea. These girls have a ton of energy, and this is a rock band, and I don't know, I kind of felt like the director was more interested in doing something beautiful than something that actually complemented the song. So I've got to say, unfortunately for me, as beautifully filmed as it was, and as good a video project as it was, and as artistic as it was, it didn't complement the song. Sorry. But I must admit, so it's kind of a mixture of things. Beautifully filmed, doesn't really complement the song. Great that he managed to, well, he or she, I don't know. But great that the director actually did focus a little bit on Miku doing the backing vocals as well. I do like that, so you can kind of see a little bit of how the band's actually working rather than it just kind of being done generically. There was a bit of attention done to who's singing what, which is nice to see that in the video. The song, I heard the song many times, first when I did the initial reaction and when I went to do the full album review after listening to it several times afterwards. I can't help but think that the song is really good, and I still maintain that the songwriting and production and performance are so brilliant. I just feel that it's been scuppered by the compression. I'm not going to go around that again because I've said it so many times, but I do think that this is a song that I am looking forward to a lot tomorrow. I can't wait to bring you guys my review of the live show, because I just know that this song has so much to offer that is not being tapped either by the mastering job done on the album or by the video, which was beautiful. Like I say, beautiful, great to see the girls doing the thing, great to see them nice, clear and in focus where we can see them. But I don't think that the full energy and intensity of the song came across. This actually, do you know what kind of video I think this kind of deserved? I'm thinking more like a video like the one for Domination. That video, if it could be reworked to fit this song, would be perfect in my opinion. Kind of like the more harsh, sarcastic almost statements about the way of the world, and the more energetic performance. Even with that, there was bits where they were sitting down in that around the table and stuff, but at all moments there was something intensive happening with the performance, because even when they were sitting down, Konami was standing on the table. So, for me, okay, this was good, and it's always good when you get another video of theirs brought into the world and we get a little bit more added to the wonderful gift that their creative output is. I do think that everything about this song, though, has me begging for something more, and I guess really the moment this is going to come to full fruition is when we get a proper, and I'm going to say it, okay, just before anyone cuts me out, I'm going to say it, you can quote me on it, when we get a proper, well-recorded, well-mixed live video. Yep, I said it. I think the best version of this is going to be the live version, where you just have the full raw energy of it, where you see them performing it just as a band. That's what I'm waiting to see. So, there you go. It's on record. I said it. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, get in there and give me your comments, because I'd love to hear what you guys think. And it's all opinions, I've worked with music, but subjective, objective, music and all creative things, all art is about what you like. So respectfully, get in the opinions, in the comments, discuss your opinions. You can like, you can subscribe, you can do all of the YouTube stuff. And if you're really kind, what keeps this channel going is not YouTube, because we don't get any money from them. This isn't a monetized channel for legal reasons. Instead, all of this stuff you see behind me, all of the nice stuff, all of the cameras, all of the microphones is run by you wonderful people with Patreon. If you can't do Patreon, then just share some of this, because it would be really nice to get out there and communicate with more fans. But for now, from Japan, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, ciao ciao. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out more of our hundreds of videos we got online on this channel right now, or get involved in the discussion with us at the many social media links we've got in the description below, where you can suggest new videos and artists for us to check out on the channel. Or you can just do the usual YouTube stuff and comment, like, subscribe. You know how this works by now.